Hi, I'm Chris Wade. My company is London Speech Therapy. We provide speech therapy across the UK and we're just branching off into the Middle East. I'm here to present my first iPad app, which is called Colourful Semantics. And here we go. So Colourful Semantics is a therapy approach developed by Alice and Brian. And the key to Colourful Semantics is taking away the technical grammatical structure words and illuminating the relationship between concepts within sentences. So with Colourful Semantics, the child progresses through each stage. We use lots of motivating videos, silly pictures, pictures of family. And for me, the aim overall is to have a colourless semantics where the child understands the sentence structure. So Colourful Semantics was developed around a child with a specific language impairment, but it's now widely used for a range of communication impairments. I'm trying to keep up with the slides. In addition to, Colourful Semantics is used for children with language delays, disorders. I use it with children with autism, cerebral palsy and Down syndrome. And there were some of the settings that you could use Colourful Semantics in. So Alice and Brian's research around Colourful Semantics were based around one child with specific language impairment. She found by modifying one specific therapy resource she had, it made a dramatic improvement with this specific client. And follow-up research that was published in October 2011 found that using the Colourful Semantics approach, a batch of children's scores in the RAPT, the bus story, and the TROG improved considerably. So I decided to develop an app because having measured the number of downloads coming from the free resource I provide, we were getting over 1,000 every 2 days, every 2 weeks. So I noticed there was a big need for the resource to be produced. We knew that there was a pre-made Colourful Semantics resource that was available, but we decided that when working with children, often motivation is the key. So by using an iPad app, that would help with the motivation for the children. So when we look at using an iPad within therapy, there are lots of strengths and weaknesses. One of the weaknesses is maintaining the fact that the iPad's being used for reward and also for work. So thinking about the app itself, the app's preloaded with some photographs. We use a widget symbol diary with preloaded voices, and it's also personalizable. It uses the same approach as the Colourful Semantics paper-based resource, and these are different levels that you can work through. So in terms of being personalisable, you can upload a photo or take a photo using the app and then add the voices. So the child can add voices to the app, the teaching assistant can add voices, and so can the parents, and the child can work through an unlimited number of photos that don't have to be printed. This was a time where I was going to talk about my 17-week-old daughter and how I've tried to integrate her into the app, and the fact that in this kind of family approach, because my fiance has done all the voices for the app as well, so apologise if you find her Welsh voice sometimes irritating, which is what one teaching assistant said to me yesterday. The app one of the features of the app is it can send feedback to the parents. You can email the feedback on how the child is doing. And with this child in particular, with Alexander, a suspected SLI, tried the paper version of Colourful Semantics, and his attention was quite challenging. He used to destroy the Colourful Semantics pictures and hide them. So we decided to move on to the app. And using lots of adaptations, so we use a sand timer so he knows how long we're going to be using the iPad for, so we can move back to paper-based activities as well. Where he's able to progress through using Colourful Semantics, which he wasn't able to do with the paper version. In terms of the app development, we've got lots of ideas. To coordinate with the Middle East projects, we're releasing an Arabic Colourful Semantics app over the next couple of months. We're also looking at developing it in other languages. We've got a website, which is colourfulsemantics.com. The Twitter address is there, Speech Therapy UK. And I'm also presenting at the SLI SIG on the 22nd of April to discuss how Colourful Semantics can be used there. The app should be available from next week. It's going to be priced around $34.99, and we're going to have an ASLTIP promotional code, which I'll send through on email. Thank you. 5 minutes.